Everybody, Matt Geary for Geek Pride at EGX 2015, and I'm here with Lee and Phil from Pixelbomb Games. So chaps, Beyond Flesh and Blood, tell us about it.
Okay, so Beyond Flesh and Blood is a super violent mech shooter. It's a third-person action shooter set in the Unreal Engine 4. We're going for a really fast-paced, over-the-top action, just because of our love of like early '90s games and stuff like that. So,
no, I've been told. Yeah, sorry, we stopped here. Being you know, a Manchester, not a Manchester boy because I'm obviously Irish, but a man who stays in Manchester. It's set in Manchester.
Yeah.
Where's that come from?
We're a Manchester-based studio, so we are making our hometown in a game. It has been amazing for us because most of our game takes place on Deansgate, and then we've got scenes in Albert Square, in the Triangle, the Arndales in there. We enjoy getting the artists to get reference because you just send them out into town and they can take pictures. And
That's good though, because you know, get some more sort of kind of northern games, you know.
Well, that's it. We really wanted to set our game in Manchester, just because lots of other games there's lots of other cities been explored. So we thought, yeah, it'd be really good to do a reimagined version of Manchester, sort of set in the future after a big war. So yeah, we really thought it'd be awesome.
Obviously, I can see over the shoulder here we got some like sort of mechanoid sort of chap. So what's the whole storyline behind it then? What's he doing?
Okay, it is 100 years after a nuclear war, and you're in a destroyed version of Manchester. You play as Ethan, who is up on a space station in orbit, and he jacks into combat frames that are down on the surface of the planet, and then you pilot them around. At the start of the game, you're in the UGR base, and your job is just to move boxes around because you are just a construction bot, and you are the lowest of the low. And
you're effectively Wall-E then?
Yes, yeah, that's the exact thing.
Wall-E on steroids. It's the first sort of mech. It is an engineering frame, but it's like a big 12-foot frame. So what we like to do is like to flip the scale a lot in the game, so it's just really fun. So you start with a big 12-foot frame, and you can clobber things out of the way. You can run through walls, and as you get through the game, like Phil said, you move through 4 different frames that are more and more equipped for war, for combat. So yeah, there's a definite difference in speed, scale, and agility and stuff like that. So it's keeping the game fresh and stuff like that.
And the main thing is there are story reasons for why you leave the base at the start and why you're embroiled in a much larger conflict, and then how you unlock access to these other suits.
So obviously you upgrade as time goes on, and you get better suits, better weaponry.
Yeah, basically you'll sort of get the Mark 1, and then he has his upgrade path. And then as Phil said, as you'll punch further and further into the story, you'll unlock or be given access to the Mark 2, the Mark 3, and then so on. And then they have their own individual upgrade path as well.
And what platforms is this on?
Okay, so we're on Steam. We are going to be on Xbox One and PS4 as well.
That's brilliant, awesome. That's very good, wide range. Because it looks like a really good console game, to be honest. I think obviously all these guys here seem to be playing on, so yeah, awesome. So other than this game, have you got anything else coming up your way?
We've got things in the pipeline, but they're very early concept stage. It's nothing really worth sharing yet. Obviously, we want to do. We've planned a much bigger story for this, so we'd like to do Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 of this.
Oh, expand on it.
And
okay.
The
cool.
main thing is we've crafted what we think is a rich world with Beyond Flesh and Blood, and we'd like to explore that and maybe just to head to some other places in England or in the rest of the world. And
yeah, I think you need more games set in the UK. Yeah, why not? You know, especially up north. We don't get enough attention.
It's been a joy doing your cutscenes because we've got northern actors, and all of the enemies in our game have strong Mancunian accents, and we are.
All right, kid, nice one.
Would you like to be in the game?
I'm buzzing, mate.
Yeah, we have some wonderful lines that they say, and we're curious to see how this will go down when the game's played outside outside of England.
Yeah.
We may have to add
The Americans might be going, what the hell
subtitles
did he just
on
say?
certain videos.
I find that really amusing when you get like
Yeah,
you get like American TV and you know the guy's blatantly speaking English just with a bit of a colloquial tone and it's like subtitles like what the fuck did he just say? Well, guys, it looks amazing. I'm glad it's in Manchester. That'll be really good. So hopefully massive success. See more of you and yeah, we'll speak to you soon, no doubt.